Now, has there ever been anything close to the Super Bowl shuffle since, this is what, 40 years ago?
So it was released on week 13 of the NFL season. So it wasn't like they weren't in the Super Bowl at that point. And it peaked at 41 on the Billboard Top 100.
No, there hasn't. Welcome to Games with Names. I'm Julian Edelman. They're Jack and Kyler. And we are on the search to find the greatest game of all time. And on today's episode, we are covering Super Bowl 20 with record-breaking comedian, actor, and podcast host Sebastian Maniscalco. And we're talking barefoot kickers.
That was never brought up, like in the locker room. What happened to the barefoot kicker?
If I saw that, I would make fun of the guy. Refrigerator Perry.
If you have a player like Sweetness, do we give him a touchdown?
The greatest defense of all time.
Every one of these names to me are like Hall of Fame guys.
And we hit the Discord in the Chill Zone presented by Coors Light. You gotta stick around to the very end. Games with Names is a production of iHeartRadio. January 26, 1986, Louisiana Superdome, New Orleans, Louisiana.
The monsters of the Midway shuffle into a matchup against the Road Warrior Patriots.
But it was all Bears in the Big Easy. This is Super Bowl 20. Welcome to Games with Names. Today we are talking Super Bowl 20 Patriots versus Bears with comedian Sebastian Maniscalco.
You got it.
Did I get my?
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Maniscalco.
Yeah.
I went to the Italian Riviera this last summer. It was spectacular.
Yeah.
I went to the Pesto Portofino area. Then we went to, where'd I go? I went to Rome for a few days. I've been to Rome a few times now, though. And then we went to Florence. That was spectacular. I had really good sandwiches.
So when you're on vacation in Italy, are you wearing like flip-flops? Are you?
No. I don't wear any flip-flops because I have terrible feet. I'm very self-conscious. The only time I wear a flip-flop is in a shower with other men.
Okay. All right.
If, you know. But in one sentence, why did you pick this game?
So this brings me back to childhood. I was 12 when this happened. This is before your time. What are you, 39?
I was born the next year.
Okay, so yeah, this is.
I was born next year.
You didn't live this. This was a lot was going on with the '85 Bears. We had the Super Bowl shuffle. You had McMahon with the headband. You had snowing, I believe, at Soldier Field when Wilbur Marshall picked up the fumble to take it back. What else did you have? You had Ditka and Buddy Ryan feuding. So many personalities. You had the Refrigerator Perry running, playing running back. So Sweetness didn't score in the Super Bowl.
Hurts to this day.
I want to ask you about that. If that's something that if you have a player like Sweetness, do we give him a touchdown just for touchdown sake? That what's the take on professional football and getting a guy his due?
Well, I know Ditka has publicly said he feels terrible for it and he got caught up in the moment and didn't even realize he didn't get a touchdown. But if you're going to ride a bell cow all year long, as they did with Walter Payton, as a player on the team and he was our guy, I would want to see him get a touchdown. If I was on that team and I was a receiver and Sweetness didn't get a touchdown, I would have felt sick.
Okay, let me throw this one at you. Plays designed for you in the Super Bowl. You okay with giving it to Sweetness?
Yeah. If
buy...
he's the reason we got there.
Got you.
1,000%.
All right. Just always want to know what the professional take is on getting a guy like Peyton a touchdown in the Super Bowl. But that was a big controversy. Yeah, so I this is a game that I like to relive.
1000%. That's the heat. You're 12 years old. Is this the greatest game of all time?
Greatest game of all time? I don't know about greatest game. I think it's the biggest game in Chicago history, I would say. 40, I believe it was 46-10 blowout, caps off a season with the one loss in Miami, which, you know, being a Bears fan, when that happened, the whole town was like, this is it. We're dying. It's over. So being a Bears fan has been very difficult since this game.
Yeah. Now, what's your sports fandom in Chicago like? What's your hierarchy? Is it Bears, Bulls, Cubs?
So, yeah, I think the Bears has always been a constant in my life.
So football's one.
Football's one. It was superseded by the 90s Bulls. And then it's hockey, and then it's baseball. I'm not a huge baseball guy.
Blackhawks.
Yeah.
You ever meet Chelios?
Chris Chelios, I have met, yes. He was at this show at the United Center, actually, not too long ago.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, good dude.
Now, are you on like a...
Sorry, is this available here?
I'm here.
This is available. Yeah, this is available.
Sorry. Usually Jules mentions that. If you have any
I forgot.
stat questions, I'm tapped into the computer.
Listen, I have to say something. I clocked this as soon as I walked in the home. And I've done a good share of podcasts. I have never seen this amount of laptops on a podcast. I mean, like, what, one's just not going to do it?
So I'll explain it to you. So this laptop is here, which we have the whole show, stats and whatnot.
All right.
This laptop is Jules doesn't know how to ask questions on his own.
Yeah.
So it's this TV here that I'm
Football
giving him
guy.
questions.
Come on.
Oh, I didn't even see that. You got a
See, it's called
cheat? You got a cheat
What are you
sheet?
talking about? What are you talking about? Just sweep it out of the door. I'm going to do one of your things. Just sweep it out the door. I seen your stand up.
For the viewers, I don't even know if you guys know this. There's a screen over here.
There's no
and
screen.
they're basically feeding him the dialogue. All right? If this thing goes off, the interview's
What's
over.
laptop 3-4? What's laptop 3-4?
I want to have access to the internet in case you ask a question. I can go there. Otherwise, because these ones are these monitors.
All right. And then what are you doing?
So we got a lot of laptops here. We got a lot of
And
laptops
then
here.
that one's the whole show. That one's like computer, camera,
Okay.
microphone.
Wow, this is a whole deal.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that we got that situated, I feel like I'm a little bit more comfortable knowing what's going on over here.
Did you grow up? Did you have brothers and sisters growing up?
One
or is it
second.
solo? No, that's not on there.
He went off book. He's feeling self-conscious.
I have I have a sister who's 5 years younger than me who actually lives out here in Los Angeles and works for me. She's an editor. She edits movie trailers, but she does all my editing.
So where did the sports fandom come? Did it come from Pops?
My father, I played soccer growing up.
Yeah.
And my father's a huge Bears fan. So was my grandfather. And to this day, last night we watched the game. And I'm FaceTiming him every commercial going, what do you think? What's going on? He's like, this doesn't look good, you know. So we have, it's a bond that's made my relationship with my father extremely important. We share, well, it's funny. He used to come to my soccer games and live through me. Like you were saying, you're living through your daughter. Mm-hmm. I'm living through my son. And once soccer was over, he is now living through my stand-up. So he critiques my stand-up as he was critiquing my soccer. And I don't know if you've had this in your family. Does your family, when you were playing football and now you're doing this, do they watch the show? Do they call you and go, what are you doing? Is there...
All the time.
Okay.
I have the same similar father relationship.
And does that bother you?
Makes me so mad. I'm like, Dad, you have no clue about this, anything. But then I think about it, and it makes me think. Deep thoughts.
Yeah, it actually is it adds value, but you might not think it does because probably, from what I'm guessing, and I don't know your father, the message is probably aggressive and it doesn't really wrap the gift like you would probably want it wrapped to you. But it's always in the back of your head.
It's pure honesty. but there's a lot of bias too. So sometimes I think I can read the bullshit out of it. Sometimes, like my mom will say that was the best episode ever. It's like, Mom, it was only because it was like Nikki Glazer and you understood half the things about Taylor Swift. It really, like, numbers wise, this had nothing. This, I don't know. I can't say if it was the greatest ever, but I think it's the greatest, like, like that. Or Dad, why didn't you ask Jerry on this? I'm like, well, I didn't know the flow of the conversation. Sometimes it's like your parents, though.
Yeah. No, it's. I have a feeling your dad's going to watch this and go, what's with the sheep fur on his jacket?
Well, he's actually here. He's
here.
Back.
He's here?
So good
He's
luck.
here. He's in the back.
Is he on a laptop?
He actually is. He is. So, do you have this? Are you pretty hopped up with you're current with the Chicago Bears now?
I'm not. See, it's funny. I remember every starter on this team. And last night I'm watching the game, and I didn't really know a lot of guys other than the quarterback, whose name is escaping me right now.
Caleb Williams.
Yeah. So yeah, it's funny. I was so baked into this team where I knew everybody on it. And now I'm watching the game, and I'm not so privy to the players.
But are you known as like a Chicago guy in your industry? Like, I'm talking about sport fan. Everyone knows that you're from Chicago.
I mean, not so much sports because I've been dormant with sports, just watching from afar. Bears win? Nah, they lost yesterday. Now I got my kid who's 6, who is into sports. He's playing soccer. He's playing t-ball. We throw the football. He's learning the rules. So now I'm getting more into it because he's into it.
Yeah. Well, let's go back into a segment around where this game took place, January 26, 1986. I was actually born the year of this game.
Wow.
We said before. And go over pop culture. Number 1 movie was The Color Purple. I never saw. I've seen some of that. The cuts up. That's the Oprah Winfrey one, right?
Never saw it.
You never saw it?
No.
Song That's What Friends Are For. That's what friends are for.
Keep smiling.
Yeah, you see that one? What was the 80s like for you? Like, what were you like in 86? You're 12 years old.
12 years old, I was dancing in front of a mirror constantly. I was just breaking into cologne at this age.
You got a good one on.
This is
Tom
actually,
Ford?
yeah, this is Polo, actually.
Oh, Polo.
They give it to me as a gift from a fan. Actually, gave me this. By the way, I don't know if you into colognes.
Yeah.
I'm doing something a little different with my cologne that I just like to share with the group. I'm doing 2 different colognes at once.
Always.
A blend.
One's here and one's on the back of the neck. So you get 1 scent coming and another scent going, and it really throws people for a loop, because as I leave here today, you're gonna go, "Gee, was that another scent I just saw?" So yeah, I'm getting into the cologne in 1986. I want to say was Joop, Joop, hint of cinnamon, and was really, really instrumental in picking up my first girlfriend.
12 years old, first girlfriend.
Yeah, I was dating a girl in the neighborhood by the name of Kathy. That's it, Jupe. All right, with an explanation. There's not too many exclamation points on cologne, but Jupe had one.
Where did you get this as a 12-year-old? Did you save up? Like,
my father was heavily into cologne. My father is in the hair business. He's a hairstylist. So I grew up with a lot of product around the house.
that's why you have great hair.
Well, I'm trying to save my hair. I think I need another transplant. I had a transplant about 8 years ago. Not shy about it at all.
At all?
But need another one. Yeah. Hair's falling. I got 2 kids. Hair is falling out constantly.
Yeah. Kids will do that. Yeah. I've gone completely gray.
No, you got a nice head of hair, man.
Completely gray. When you coach by Belichick for 12 years, you then go into parenting right after. It's a long
gig.
Long
road. By the way, I see, and I don't want to jump ahead here, but I'm looking at the Rocky IV. That's when I started working out, when I saw Rocky and that body. I'm like, that's what I need to get. And that was highly motivational.
Rocky IV is, I got an unpopular take. I love Rocky IV. All the like real like cinematic people are like, Rocky IV is the worst. I'm like, yeah, right. Rocky IV was like my favorite.
Yeah, Rocky.
Just the train montage, the
Watch
Russian
the train montage before games. Didn't you do that?
Yeah, I used to love that shit.
You used to put that on before you went out on
Like
the field?
young kid, like college.
Was there anything on the...
25.
Maybe a couple of years going into my rookie year. Yeah, maybe.
So in the locker room, people get ready for a game in different ways. Is it okay to make fun of a guy's prep for a game, like his pregame ritual? Do you ever tap each other and go, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Nah, it wasn't as crazy as it probably was in the earlier years. By the time it got to me, everyone had headphones on. We had a rule where, no loud music because everyone prepares differently. So if you want music, put it in your ear. No headphones prior to our last checkout time. So like once the game starts, we're out of headphones. But I used to like the montage music from like the Rocky movies, and I would listen to that so I could visualize. I didn't like lyrics in my music before the game. Okay. And I didn't like music that got too high like I did when I was young. By the time I got older, it was more of like a focus factor on what made me prepare most. Didn't want to get my heart rate up, wanted to visualize my game plan, all that kind of stuff. And sometimes I would use the soundtrack of Rocky IV.
All right.
Loved Rocky IV.
Rocky IV is a good one.
The 80 movies were like my favorite because I grew up with an older brother who was 7 years older than me. And so I watched all the old 80 movies, the action movies, the sports movies when I was younger. It's just like the movie scene's not like that anymore.
No.
The one-liners. Like if you could remake an 80s movie, what 80s movie would you remake?
God, 80s, what was going on? I like Breakfast Club.
Love
80s.
the Breakfast Club.
That whole like John Hughes era, all those movies I really enjoyed, from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I don't know if that's a Hughes movie, but this is in that kind of realm. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. John Candy, which I just started. Aykroyd.
Chicago guys, right?
Chicago. Well, Candy is Canadian.
Canadian, yeah.
Right outside Toronto. Check that out.
There's a new doc about him. I hear it's good.
Fact check that.
One of the laptops, please check it out.
What else?
Toronto.
A lot of comedies in the 80s.
Yeah.
Movie-wise.
One of the best.
Not really seeing that in this day and age.
How about Bo Jackson? He took the culture over for like 2-5 years.
Yeah.
Everything was Bo Jackson, all the Nike stuff. Did you like sports movies growing up?
My favorite sports movie growing up was Brian's Song.
Great, Gail Sayers.
Yeah, Gail Sayers.
Cry.
That's
every
right.
time.
Oh God, who else was in that? Who was the other guy? Was it
James Caan?
James Caan? Yeah. So that was one of my favorites growing up. Other than that, I don't really remember.
And Billy D. Williams.
He played Gail Sayers, right? What else was there in the 80s that was a good... Rudy? Was that 90s?
That's 90s, but it took place in the 70s. We'll put it in the 80s.
Okay.
It's math.
We'll just give it an average. Yeah, Bo Jackson, though, it's unfortunate he got hurt because I think we would have saw a lot more out of him. And Marcus Allen, MVP of the league. I don't know. I never really wasn't really a Marcus Allen fan.
You're just a Bears guy.
Bears guy.
Bears.
I felt it was like almost like you couldn't root for... Actually, I did like the San Francisco 49ers. That was my second favorite team growing up.
That's got to be hard. Because they're whooping on you guys all the time.
Yeah, but I like, for whatever the reason, George Seifert anytime they went to him he just looked like he knew what he was doing.
He did.
With the white hair and the glasses. He just looked like no emotion. Similar to Belichick in the sense where, Belichick, you could look at his face and you could be up 30 and you wouldn't know just by looking at him.
No, there's a funny meme going around that my boy just sent me. It's where this kid...
Yeah, look at that.
This kid scores a touchdown on special teams and hands it to coach. Like after and he just goes, "Get it out of my face."
Was it Brandon Schooler?
Yeah, it was Schooler. Yeah, he was in the zone. That's for sure.
So to wrap up this year, this was an interesting time for Boston sports. We had a lot of Boston fans because the year prior, or 85, the same season, the Celtics lost to the Lakers. They ended up winning in 86 against the Houston Rockets. And then also 86 was the famous Bill Buckner losing to the Mets, Red Sox losing to the Mets.
Wow.
Would you ever want to do a sports movie, like act in one? Because you kind of do the betting with
yeah. If I don't know what good Italian sports figure you think I could muscle out.
You could be like a race car driver.
What is the Mark Wahlberg
Mario
movie?
Andretti.
Vince Papale.
Andretti. What? Who?
Vince Papale. Was that movie?
Oh yeah, he's
It's
famous.
already been done.
Does anybody know who that is?
Invincible. What's it called?
Oh, yeah.
Mark Wahlberg did it.
No, I'm like talking like, Italians I feel like don't really excel in athletics.
Tommy DeVito.
Who?
Tommy DeVito.
Tommy DeVito, great backup quarterback.
Yeah.
That could be a good show.
Adam Vinatieri.
Adam Vinatieri, great kicker.
Yeah, I guess there's some Italians out there that are.
Mario Andretti.
Why do you say it that way, though?
Well, because I've learned if there's two,
Concussion.
because if I learned if there's two, I was in Italy and they say if there's two letters that are close to together, if it's two R's, then you're supposed to roll it.
Oh, I'm Italian. I say Andretti.
You're American Italian though. Maybe I know the Italian Riviera people.
Pure Italian.
Pure. As an athlete, you have those career moments on the field that just stand out from the rest. And I mean, it's the same thing in the bedroom. A few instantly spring to mind, but none are actually appropriate for this show. So, point is, Rose Sparks is a prescription treatment that can make more of those moments happen. It features a dual action treatment for guys who want harder and more controlled erections. It works in your system for up to 36 hours, so you can make a career-defining move anytime the mood strikes. And like I always say, when you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. These little guys dissolve under your tongue, and once they do, they work in 15 minutes on average. And then it's all about stronger, bigger, thicker erections, more control in bed, and better sex for both of you. So check out Rose Sparks. If prescribed, new sexual health patients get $15 off your first order of Rose Sparks on a reoccurring plan. Connect with a provider at ro.co/GWN to find out if prescription Rose Sparks are right for you. That's ro.co/GWN for $15 off your first order. Hey, this is Julian Edelman. As a fellow dude, do you ever get that not so fresh feeling in your butt? That's because you're probably using the dry stuff to wipe. Wet, extra large, flushable dude wipes get what toilet paper leaves behind in your behind. You wouldn't clean the tail end of your truck with dry paper towels, so why would you wipe with dry toilet paper? Wetter just cleans better. With dude wipes, there are no more dingleberries, no more itch and irritation, just a deep, down the seam, confident clean. Plus, unlike baby wipes, dude wipes are extra big for adult hands. You're not a baby, so keep them on hand so you get nothing on your hands. And speaking of on hand, dude wipes come in different scents and pack sizes, including a single-use, on-the-go pack that you can take anywhere for that home field advantage. Stop being an a-hole to your b-hole. Drop the toilet paper. Available on Amazon and major retailers nationwide. Dude wipes, best clean, pants down. Let's jump into this game.
The 1985 New England Patriots went 11-5. They were led by Raymond Berry in his second season as head coach. They got a midseason jolt when Tony Easton got benched in Week 6 after a 2-3 start. Then Steve Grogan came in and gave this team a little bit of a spark. They went 6-0 in that time, but then Grogan broke his leg in Week 12, so Easton took over. They were also finished third in the AFC West. Got in the wild card, went a little hot all the way to the Super Bowl.
Andre Tippett, John Hanna, Hall of Famers.
Yeah, Dante Scarnecchia was on the staff.
Coach Scar, who's my offensive line coach. That's how long he was there.
Wow.
Yeah. What did you remember of this New England Patriots team?
Did their running back, was he named James? Was it
Craig James.
Craig James. That's who I remember. And that guy Tippett, I remember.
Tippett.
Other than that, I don't remember a lot of about New England. I don't remember tracking them in the AFC. I just was focused on what the Bears were doing. So when they came to the Super Bowl, I think I got introduced to them more than I did throughout the season.
It's probably different back then too, because you only saw a certain amount of games on your local TV, and it was usually your team.
Yeah.
So like, I remember even as a kid, I didn't even see Patriots games because I was a West Coast kid, grew up in the Bay Area. I didn't even see the fucking Patriots play.
Yeah.
Also, the Dolphins was really the team from the
Dolphins.
AFC this year.
Yeah. You're right.
One fun fact about this team, Tony Franklin, the place kicker, was a barefoot kicker.
Okay, can we talk about the barefoot kicker and where did they go? What happened to the barefoot kicker and punter? I think there was a punter in the 80s. I always say his name was Landetta, but I don't think it was Landetta. There was a barefoot. Is this
I remember the barefoot. I mean, there was a Disney movie that I used to love where the dad was a barefoot professional kicker. It was like one of those Disney originals. I forgot the name, but yeah, there was a barefoot dad.
But do you as football players?
If I saw that, I would make fun of the guy.
Yeah, that was never brought up like in the locker room. What happened to the barefoot kicker?
No,
no one ever talks about this.
No one. You know what? We had a really cool kicker with Steve Gostkowski, but the kicker's kind of in his own world.
Like, did you see the game last night, the Bears game at all?
Yeah.
The kicker is brand new.
Moody from San Francisco.
Yeah. So
his third round draft pick.
Yeah, and this was like his first game.
And he kicked 4 field goals.
Yeah.
Got one blocked where it was a little low, but that was still a big, I mean, he made some big kicks.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. He did the interview at the end of the game, which I've never seen, with the helmet on. I've never seen that before. And
I would take it off to get the face out.
He's a team player. It's about the team.
that was unheard of.
It's also kind of smart in Chicago because he doesn't want people knowing his face too well if he does miss one in the future. Because those people are ruthless out there.
Yeah, I agree.
What's a better town to do comedy in, Chicago or Boston?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Boston's really great comedy town. Really like Boston. I would say they're equal but different. The Chicago crowds are great, but a little bit more polite in their laughter. Boston is a little bit more outgoing, very kind of boisterous in how they enjoy comedy, and they get it. So I love Boston. It's a great city.
That's kind of the difference between East Coast people and Midwest people. I went to school in the Midwest, and I went to Kent State in Ohio. And Midwest people are just really polite and somewhat nicer than when you go back east to Boston.
But you ever go to Strega?
Strega North End.
Nick
Verano.
Yeah.
Oh, Nicky.
Love Nick.
Nick's our guy. Shout out. They only have one Strega now, though. They just shut one down. He had stripped by Strega. He sold out. I think he sold, too.
Yeah.
He made Nicky was in that movie, Molly's Game?
Yeah, he told me that he got a part in a movie that they threw him in.
They threw him in that because he was in the actual games that girl was throwing, those poker. He loves to gamble.
Oh, okay.
So he always...
That makes sense.
All right, let's go to the Chicago Bears.
The 1985 Bears were led by Mike Ditka. They went 15-1. They were a juggernaut from start to finish, starting the year 12-0. Their only loss came in an epic Monday night game against Miami and Dan Marino, which we covered with Bill Burr.
We did.
That was a game he picked. Behind the vaunted 46 Bear defense, they had one of the best defenses of all time, allowing just 12.9 points per game. Hall of Famers on this roster: Walter Payton, Mike Singletary, Mike Ditka, Dan Hampton, Jim Cover, and Steve McMichael. Tim McMahon quarterback. Refrigerator Perry was a rookie.
What do you remember of these Bears?
Well, I remember big Dan Hampton fan. Love Dan. Love Gary Fensick, who was the safety. And then who else did I like? Is Willie Gault? Yeah, Willie Gault was on this team.
Richard Dent was a stud.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at this thing, and it's just stacked with talent. And maybe because I was a Chicago Bears fan, and every one of these names to me are like Hall of Fame guys. Just because I just thought from soup to nuts they were the best. Dare I say best team ever in the league?
I mean, there's arguments. People do argue the '85 Bears to being one of the best teams of all time.
Mm-hmm. Monsters of the Midway,
and a shock that they didn't win subsequent Super Bowls. I mean,
that's the tough part of it.
Buddy Ryan, defensive coordinator, left.
Went to the Eagles.
Yeah. They knew before this game too. Did they? He announced it to the team that he was going to the Eagles. I think the night or two before this game.
I think I remember that. Now, how did you watch games this generation of you when you were a kid? Like, did you have family over? Was there like a potluck, or was it just you and dad at the TV? How would you eat? Like, how were your NFL Sundays?
NFL Sundays, generally speaking, the games were at noon. I remember Sundays I had to do yard work. So I would be cutting the grass around 10 o'clock, and my dad would be out there doing yard work too. My dad used to do yard work with no shirt on and then come in sweating with like hair clippings in his chest hair. It was just dirt. It was a lot. And then he used to eat with no shirt on. So, and I don't know how common this is nowadays. Have you ever sat down at the dinner table with your family shirtless after cutting the lawn to eat a bowl of pasta? I don't think this is even happening nowadays.
It's extinct.
No, maybe some hamburger helper. But the thing is, my dad, there has been times where my dad has come in with, like, I think that's an old timer thing. Come in with the shirt off. Because we used to do the same thing. Saturdays was landscape day.
Yeah.
But it'd be like a chicken salad sandwich, not pasta.
Yeah, well,
Real.
That's an Italian thing.
Yeah.
Saturdays was car washing day. I remember.
Weekends was just chores.
Yeah, it was a lot of work. And that was, my mother had a 1982 Seville with white wall wheels that I would wash shirtless because I remember the girl 2 streets down every Saturday morning used to drive by with her bicycle, and I used to take the chamois and wring out the chamois as she passed. So she could get a look at the triceps. So, yeah, God.
Did that work?
Never. Nothing I ever did worked. Just not that guy. Anyway.
So little Chelsea drives by, your chamois and your rag or whatever. It's 11:30. Then we go into the house and Pops is eating pasta with no shirt on, watching the Bears?
Yeah, so it was no shirt on, and then we transferred over to the living room, I think still shirtless, and we watched the Bears game. And I remember him having socks. Did he have socks? Or my grandfather had socks. It's socks, like socks rolled up into a ball. So you take the socks, you know how you put the socks away in your drawer? And he would throw the socks at the TV when he got angry. So, so he would just have like socks that he would throw at the TV.
Chicago.
Yeah, this is Chicago sports. I mean, you must laugh at fans, right? I mean, like what they do. And like when you look up into the stands and you see like some of these like overzealous fans like cheering, you got to look up there and go, what the hell's going on?
I mean, sometimes, yeah. But I mean, I remember being a kid, being a fan. I remember being at Candlestick watching the San Francisco 49ers in seats you couldn't even watch the game, doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was one of those people. I wasn't like an extreme fan because I was always, but You know, I've seen some. You go to Buffalo once a year and you see what those people do. Boy, have you seen some stuff?
Yeah, that's a whole level of
It's a
fandom.
whole-
I never really
Philly, they're crazy. This guy made fun of my haircut for like 4 straight quarters. I had these 2 parts in the back of my neck because I was doing some, I don't know, young. This guy made fun of my haircut for fucking 3 straight hours.
So you hear that?
I heard, well, he was in the first row right behind our bench. I was like, this fucking guy, is he going to shut up? Like the whole time, didn't stop. Finally, we won. I looked at him. I said, you like that haircut? No, fuck. But it's fun. It's part of it. Let's get into this game.
So the Patriots became just the 3rd wildcard team to make a Super Bowl at this time, winning all 3 playoff games on the road, most notably beating Dan Marino and the Dolphins in the AFC Championship game. The Squish the Fish game we did with Gary Gulman. The Bears just strolled into the Super Bowl, didn't allow a single point on their way, winning both games by 20-plus points, leading into the Super Bowl that took place in New Orleans. Also, we have to mention the Super Bowl Shuffle.
The Super Bowl Shuffle.
Now, has there ever been anything close to the Super Bowl Shuffle since, this is what, 40 years ago?
I think at this time, every Super Bowl team did something like that after the Bears did the Super Bowl Shuffle. Because I remember, isn't there a couple of them? Like the Rams did it. I remember seeing... They were never the Super Bowl Shuffle.
So
though.
it was released on week 13 of the NFL season. So it wasn't like they weren't in the Super Bowl at that point. And it peaked at 41 on the Billboard Top 100.
No, there hasn't.
I mean, they're doing the Super Bowl Shuffle 5-6 weeks before the Super Bowl. I mean, that's unheard of.
Confident.
Yeah.
That's confident. What was the halftime show here?
Up With People. It's a nonprofit. So it was Up With People presents Beat of the Future.
Wow.
This is before they did real halftime shows.
No halftime show?
That was it. Up With People.
Do you hear the halftime show
No.
in the locker room?
No. I mean, you could hear like the band, you know what I mean? But you're in the zone.
How many Super Bowls did you go to?
I went to 5. We won 3.
Super Bowls. Wow.
Only played in 4 though. I tore my ACL in one of them. Or in the season, but our team went.
Yeah, but so when you go to 5 Super Bowls, is it just like that by the 5th one, do you feel like, is there that energy there?
There is. Because
Always?
every time you win a Super Bowl, your life changes in a whole nother fashion. So every club you get in, it's a different club. If you have 1 Super Bowl, that's a club. It changes. Then you get to 2, there's crazy doors that open for that. If you get to that 3rd one, you know, it is. It's like children. The first time's always like what the fuck experience with the first one, but after that, you know how hard it is to get back there because after you win one, it's so much harder to get to another one because you're America's Most Wanted.
So could you give me an example of the difference between Super Bowl 2 and 3 and what door is open at the 3rd Super Bowl that might have not been there at the 2nd Super Bowl? Or are you saying that?
Yeah, I pretty much was getting like revenue sharing plans with freaking clothing companies and designing my own clothes after the 3rd one. The first one, you're like going to the Grammys.
Gotcha.
Second one, you're going to the Met Gala. You know, like just like other stuff like that, other opportunities.
Do speaking opportunities open up with corporations after Super Bowl 1, 2?
I would say after 1, you're getting speaking opportunities. After 2 and 3, you're getting more zeros.
Gotcha. And then what at 6 and 7? Then when you get to Brady's level, you just get flag football offers in Saudi Arabia.
You just get blank checks.
I think there's just there's
blank checks with Arabic on it.
There's just like a lot of doors that are being opened.
Wow. So this was a good old fashioned beatdown.
This was.
Yeah, but
the Patriots did lead 3-0 at one point though.
Walter Payton fumbled and the Patriots recovered and kicked a field goal.
Oh, that's right.
So they were up 3-0.
That's right. That's where I thought we were in trouble.
That was the first drive.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the game just went exactly how people anticipated. Just an absolute beatdown. Things to remember from this is the refrigerator Perry touchdown. We
The
talked about it
sweet
earlier.
lack of touchdown for sweetness.
Mhm.
Jimmy
Now, when
McMahon
did
had 2
you-
touchdowns?
So you said you thought you guys were out of it after the first drive. Is that just the natural
That's a natural way a Chicago Bears fan thinks.
sky's falling?
Sky's falling. It's over. We're done. There's been so many times in a Bears game where you go, that's just Bears football, you know. I was watching it last night, just telling my father, I go, they get penalty, you know, bring back the touchdown, bring it back. That's Chicago Bears football.
Commanders, though, out-Bearsed you guys. They had a couple fumbles.
They did.
And you guys look like a competent team, which Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams, maybe they're getting a little chemistry.
Yeah, maybe. Did you just go into a Chicago accent?
Bulls, Bears.
He's versatile. He goes from Roland the Andretti and then right into northwest suburbs of
You're
Chicago.
inspiring me, bro.
So something fun from this game too that kind of gets lost in the history is that there was a play where Refrigerator Perry was supposed to throw it.
I saw that.
There was a trick play where he was going to
Do you
throw
remember
it,
that?
didn't end up doing it.
Where they gave it to him on a sweep, and he was looking to throw, and then he just put it down.
I don't remember.
If he would have
that.
threw for a touchdown and got a touchdown,
would have been so sad.
and no touchdown for Walter, that would have
been bad.
Would have been bad.
Well, diving into this game, we found out that the origin of Refrigerator Perry getting the ball was very much a Mike Ditka spite against Bill Walsh the year prior in the NFC Championship game, where they ran a lineman, like had a pass play or something, and Ditka took that personally. So then when the 49ers played the Bears earlier this year, the Bears kicked the shit out of the 49ers. They gave it to Refrigerator Perry, and he kind of liked it.
Yeah.
And then they just kept using him, and then it shows up here, the touchdown.
Coming together around the holidays is the best. But let's be honest, it can be a bit stressful. Hosting family from out of town, getting the house ready for cooking, it's a lot. That's why it's important to choose chill. No matter how stressful it gets, say you get stuck sitting at the kids' table, choose chill. What if you didn't get to watch a single minute of football because you had to help chop carrots? Choose chill. I remember last year, the best part of the evening was passing out cold Coors Lights and just remembered what the holidays are all about. Every holiday gathering gets brighter with Coors Light. Choose chill this holiday season and then reach for a Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/GWN, or you can find it pretty much anywhere that sells beer. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado beer. Oh man, it's back, bigger and more fun than ever. Toyota is all in all season with another year of Toyota Game Day giveaways, giving football fans the chance to win big every week of the NFL season. How? Simply predict which big plays will happen during the second half of each Sunday night football game. That's it. Want a new 2026 Toyota Sequoia? How about Brock Purdy's favorite Sequoia? It could be yours simply by playing Toyota Game Day giveaways. Plus, thousands of more prizes are up for grabs, including tickets to any regular season NFL game next season, plus flights and accommodations, NFL shop gear, and more. Play for free across 22 weeks of action. Toyota is bringing the excitement as the official automotive partner of the NFL. Don't miss out. Visit toyota.com/NFL now to learn more. Toyota, let's go places. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Ends on 2/8/26. Open to legal residents of the 50 U.S. states and D.C., 18 and over. For complete details, how to enter, prizes, and official rules, visit toyotasgameDayGiveaway.com. On eBay, every find has a story. Like if you're looking for a vintage sports tee.
Not just a tee, the vintage sports tee. You wore it everywhere.
Then your bro started wearing it, which was cool until he moved across the country and took it with him. Not cool.
Now you're on eBay And there it is. Same tea, same team.
Still living in your memory rent-free forever.
The things you love have a way of finding their way back to you.
But eBay isn't just for getting whatever your friend stole back. It's also for that piece of sports memorabilia you've searched the globe for.
Or your first car, the one you wish you never sold.
But now finally get a chance to take back home for good this time. It's the best place for hunting for one-of-one sports memorabilia. It's so much cooler to find something that no one else has.
Shop eBay for millions of finds, each with a story. eBay, things people love.
Now, when did you know this game was over?
I think when it was, halftime 23-3, we looked like we kind of had it wrapped up. Although, again, as a Bears fan, nothing is ever wrapped up. But I think after the third quarter, we solidified the game, and that's where I think we started celebrating. I think my dad put his shirt back on, and we had a cannoli, and yeah. But I don't know. I think this team, we were very confident in that they were going to meet their destiny and then win the Super Bowl. I just think the whole town, there was an energy in the town that we haven't seen since. That this is one of the best teams ever.
Now, like going to school the night, like was it just like pandemonium in Chicago? Like how are the street? I mean, I can only imagine.
Well, we're not a parade family. We didn't do
no parades.
Let's go down and hang out with 1 million people. That's not really our vibe. But yeah, we were all talking about it at school. Of course, as a kid, when you're 12 years old, I never played organized football, but we played football in the neighborhood, tackle, right across the street from our house. It was like an open field. So, of course, when you see a game like that, the next day you want to like reincarnate. Oh my God, I used to do commentary when I used to play football too. I used to play football alone, just throwing did the whole thing down the field, and oh my God, Richard Dent or whatever with the tackle. There's always just like playing the crowd too. I don't know. Just back then it was very special for the guys in the neighborhood to have a Super Bowl champion team.
Yeah. Now, what's the aftermath of this?
So final score 46-10. The Bears would win their first and only Super Bowl. And defensive end Richard Dent was named MVP with 1.5 sacks.
Richard Dent. Put a dent in history.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
And this 85 Bears defense is widely regarded as one of the greatest of all time. Bears D led the league in points allowed with 198, yards allowed with 4,135, and takeaways with 54. The 46 also led the league in interceptions, 34, and ranked third in sacks, 64.
Where did the 46 go? Is that not a defense played anymore in the
It
league?
is. It's just now the game has changed because there's more speed on the field and teams spread out the 46. So once you spread out the 46, what the 46 is there's a lot of guys in the box and a lot of big guys in the box. So what teams did to combat it was they got smaller guys on the perimeter, and so they'd spread those guys out, and they'd have to try to cover a smaller guy. The game just changed.
So is there
There's still a Bear defense, but that's usually on goal line. So you'll see the 46 come up on the goal line, or you'll see it in like a blitz situation. A lot of times teams will jump into the old Bear, but it's pretty noticeable. And guys, you can expose it just because the game has changed. Just kind of like in basketball, you can't go in the paint anymore. Back then, you could go in the paint and there was a lot more hitting. The game is spread out now where everyone's hitting threes, so it changes the style of guy you bring in.
So is there a defense in the NFL that combats this like stretched out? Like, has anybody figured out?
2000, they say the 2000 Ravens with Ray Lewis was a generational defense. They talk about the Legion of Boom. The 2014, 2013 Seattle Seahawks had a special secondary and a really good insane defensive line, set records. There's been like 3 or 4 defenses that combat the dominance, but nothing quite to what they did. It was like ahead of the time, you know what I mean, when they did this. And then the Niners started using all, throwing to the running back, throwing to the other guys, which changed how people played that defense.
So I remember in this game, there's a fullback by the name of Matt Suey, right?
Yeah.
And I often wonder what in the hell happened to the fullback. Does he get to run anymore in today's game? Normally it was a fullback right up the middle, some stocky guy.
Yeah. There's only probably, I would say 30% of the teams use a fullback.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah. And it's because of that. But football is a very pendulum sport. So because everyone's spreading guys out and there's smaller, faster guys on the field, you'll see the teams that won the Super Bowl or that do very well the last few years, they've had a fullback because they combat it by getting big. So they'll get a bigger guy on the field, bigger guys on the field, and they'll run after those smaller guys. And the fullback is in a lot of those systems because they're playing the numbers game. It's the most it's a real strategic game. It's like really chess.
Yeah.
It's a big chess match the whole time.
This didn't seem like, I don't know, it just seemed like this was a
pure dominance.
Yeah. You don't see this. Now the games are 25-24. You know, there's no blowouts like this.
Well, a lot of times because of back in these days, in the 80s, they didn't have salary cap or free agency was pretty new, I think. I don't know when free agency.
I think it was early 90s.
Early 90s, yeah. So you couldn't even be a free agent. So the teams could buy their teams and always pay their guy and didn't have a limit on how much they could spend. So you saw a lot of these great historic teams of the Niners and the Cowboys. The salary cap wasn't put in until like the late 90s, which creates a lot more parity for the game.
Gotcha.
So let's name the game and score the game. Is this the greatest game of all time? Let's score it. Decimals are always encouraged. We have a group of names that we came up with. If you have a name that you call it, we could do that. We have the Shuffling to the Super Bowl, the Fridge Game, Beat Down in the Big Easy, the Bourbon Street Blowout, or what do you got it as? Anything else? Or do you like one of those?
I like Shuffling to the Super Bowl.
Shuffling into the Super Bowl. Yeah. You can't forget the Super Bowl shuffle by the 85 Bears. Let's score this game. Stakes, 0 to 10, decimals encouraged. What are the stakes of this Super Bowl 20 matchup?
Oh, this is 10.
This is 10? This is 10 because for him being a Chicago sports fan, they hadn't sniffed a Super Bowl since the Super Bowl era. I mean, they had a bunch of championships in the 40s, but
63 was the last championship.
Yeah. For me, I would say a 9. You gotta, understand. We've done Super Bowls where teams are going on their back-to-back Super Bowl. The grading scheme. For me, this is a 9.
World Series Game 7.
This 9 is high.
Jack had a 9.1. I had a 9.2.
I feel like I went too high on this.
You did.
No.
Yeah, no, you did.
No.
It's okay. I would say 95% of people put a 10 on stakes. Guests.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, star power of this game. Who was on the sideline? Who were on the teams, coaches, players? The star power. 0 being like no one that you know. 10 being
Brady Manning.
Okay. If we were just going with the Bears star power, I would have to say 10. But since the New England's involved, we got to bring it down to a 7.5.
Couldn't agree more.
There's really
Tony
nobody.
Easton's starting.
Okay. It's not a lot of.
I mean, that's a very integrity type score from a guest. For me, I'll go 7.6.
Okay.
Because
all right.
Jack got a 7.9. I had a 7.5. We're on the same page.
I feel okay.
All right. The gameplay of the game. The gameplay is like how the viewer thought of the game. Was it back and forth? Was there interceptions? Was there this, that? Like the gameplay. This was a blowout. But the gameplay 0 to 10. 10 being unbelievably to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think this was a nail biter by any means. So I'm gonna go gameplay 5.4.
5.4. I'm gonna go blowout. It's still a 7. It's still a 7.
Jack had a 2.0. I had a 5.0 because the Bears had a great game. So half of them was really good.
All right, let's grade, and now we do the name of the game. We grade the name of the game. This is Shuffling into the Super Bowl. 0 to 10, 10 being cultural impact. I mean, we're talking about this game 40 years down the road.
85 Bears.
85 Bears.
I feel like you are influencing my vote.
Good. That's how I try to. I do that every time.
And since you did that, I'm going to change my score to a 8.5.
I like that.
I like that. For the 85 Bears.
85. I'm going to go with an 8.6 because I was born in 1986.
Jack had a 6.1. I had a 7.1. That puts us at
7.35. Where is that in the games
7.35
of all
That's gonna
time?
be here. That puts us our new 75th. It's just behind the 2014 BCS National Championship, Auburn versus FSU. We did with Bert Kreischer, and just ahead of Week 7, 2020 NFL season. Oh, it was a whole week. We did it with Scott Hansen in the red zone.
Could I see the number one?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
You're gonna catch some.
You're going to love this.
here.
Falcons and Patriots. Wow. I mean, more. Yeah, a lot of Patriots. Is that,
What are you talking about? I played a lot of league games. I actually give the worst scores on those.
Yeah, it's,
you
That's
do?
the guest.
Jack, the producer, really pumps the tires on Patriots games.
okay. Yeah, no, I've said, yeah. They're what, Patriots? Was it 3 out of 25? No, 4 out of 25. Yeah, well,
You know, I don't.
that's fine. Hey, listen, that's fine.
You know, it's you got to
It's
give
okay.
people what
It's
they
your,
want.
It's your show.
The people what they want. Any we miss anything on this game, Sebastian?
I think we covered it all. I think yeah. I think we got it all.
Well, everyone, go check out Sebastian Maniscalco. Is it Maniscalco?
You got it. You got it.
Sebastian Maniscalco. It ain't right. Tickets are available. Go to SebastianLive.com. He also has a Hulu special, It Ain't Right, which will be airing the 21st of November. And there's
Friday,
the
November
Pete and Sebastian
21st.
show. New episodes every Tuesday. Where do we find that?
That is on Apple, Spotify, wherever you find your podcasts, which I still don't know how this works. Like, where do we find that? Like, you can find this. Is it exclusive to one platform, your show?
No,
we're
you can find it on everything too.
Okay. So aren't
Every
isn't it
format, everywhere.
anywhere, YouTube,
Yep, Snapchat,
Instagram, Snapchat.
TikTok, X.
We're on Discord now too.
Discord, is that a new one?
It's a messaging system now.
Oh.
A lot of the
Man, I wasn't aware of that. Write that down. Discord.
Thank you
that
so
up.
much for coming on, bro.
Thanks for having me.
So, as we know, audience, we like to put cool stuff on our wall back here. When we say our, it's really Julian's wall.
It's our wall. It's Nuthouse.
So, I mean, me and Jack kind of put our heads together, but we need something new. We gotta refresh it up. Get a new thing.
It's that time.
So would you guys
We went to eBay to get a
eBay.
unique
Yeah.
gift.
with a story?
Yeah.
They all have stories. Millions of things with stories.
So that's right there for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
yeah.
Special
I didn't even
delivery.
See that? Let's see what we got. Oh, and this isn't the Russian. Oh, it's signed by Drago.
Yeah.
Wow, he's a big guy.
Big boy.
These are insane. Look at that.
We got you the if he dies, he dies.
If he dies, he dies.
Signed by Dolph Lundgren.
That's legendary, bro.
Wow.
They look so good in person.
We need a Sly one now.
We do. Then
Let's
we
go,
need
Sly.
coming through.
I don't know if that one would have fit in our budget.
Yeah. These are sick. These are the real deal, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
I feel like a proud dad on Christmas morning with Kyler here, looking at our kid opening something.
eBay, they really do have it all.
Oh, that's so cool. Those came
Signature and all.
perfectly. eBay doesn't miss.
That's
Also,
going to be
shameless
Where else are you gonna
plug.
find something
let's
like
get,
that?
Let's get Dolph Lundgren on the show.
Oh, that
What would
be
he talk?
awesome.
Rocky 4.
him and Sly.
Yeah.
The Expendables.
What's your take on Russia now? Oh, man, that was awesome.
Where should we put it?
I don't know, but we gotta figure like a way to like, do you frame it, prop
Yeah.
it?
Do we
Hang
wear
it.
them?
You wear them?
Yeah. There are millions of finds like this on eBay. From pre-loved fashion to collabs, even vehicles and car parts. Shop on eBay to find exactly what you're looking for. Shop eBay for millions of finds, each with a story. eBay, things people love. Well, that was fun.
Dude, that's cool.
A lot of laptops.
Hey, man. A lot of work over here. A lot of work's happening. over here.
He's funny to me.
Dude, he's so... And we've been circling this game for a while. It was nice to finally do it.
How do you think he thought we were? Because this is probably like his fourth promotion of the day.
Yeah, he's like running around. That's why it was such a tight interview.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he appreciated he got him in, got him out. You did a great job with timing. We got everything we needed to hit. That was good. Although there's one thing, there's two things.
We didn't get Mount Rushmore, but
Yeah, it's okay.
I didn't know if he...
Yeah.
He seemed like he only knew football, really, and he would have threw on a couple of Blackhawks. Actually, I bet.
Dude, I wanted to get into like
I
Chris
know.
Chelios and
We
Jimmy
didn't have
Rowan.
time.
Sorry, we didn't have time for it.
We didn't have time.
And I think there's two things I want to mention about.
He's a
this
funny
game.
motherfucker, though. Like his type of
He's so funny.
like his story. That's why I've always liked him, because a lot of his thinking, like his shit, I think like that. Like when he always, oh, it's fucking old, bro, or like the dad stuff. He always has good stories about his family and like little things of isms of the family.
Yeah.
And he uses his hands. You see him start using the hands.
Animated. Yeah. Yeah.
Did I go too Italian on him?
No, I think it's okay. I think you can do
I
that.
thought the Mario Andretti. I mean, who doesn't say a Mario Andretti?
Two things about this game.
I've actually been in a race car with Sir Mario Andretti.
Is that what that one is?
I've been in a race. Me and Andretti. He's a fucking cool dude, man. Mario, dude, he was so cool. We went in the Indy car together, in the 2-man car in Long Beach.
Oh, that's tight.
And we were driving. He was hitting them turns. Like, yeah, buddy. He's just Italians are smooth.
He's funny.
They're smooth.
Two things from this
They're
game
chill.
I wanted to bring up that I don't think I mentioned is
They're
that
chill.
both Buddy Ryan and Mike Ditka got carried off the field.
I know. I remember that.
Yeah. And then, so this game was huge in the proliferation of the prop bet, particularly the Super Bowl prop bet, because Refrigerator Perry had scored 2 touchdowns this season.
Now, where are you getting the prop bet back in 1985? Okay, you're not
in
going to
Vegas.
fucking FanDuel.com
No, in
or
Vegas.
DraftKings.
In Vegas. So
so they had it in Vegas.
Yeah, so you could bet on if he would score a touchdown or not, and had pretty crazy
So
odds.
all the bookies illegally were taking this prop too?
Probably who knows. I mean, that's
the guy
not for me to say.
The guy in Chicago, the
I
guy
don't know,
in
I'm
New
not
Jersey,
right.
the guy in the Manhattan.
So the touchdown for Refrigerator Perry cost Vegas hundreds of thousands of dollars. Cost them because no one believed they would actually run that play in the Super Bowl. So it was kind of like the born of the start.
Which
of
is
the
like
crazy
millions of
prop
bucks
bet.
now.
Yeah. Should we get into this chill zone?
Let's get into the chill zone. It's time for the chill zone, brought to you by Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/GWN and celebrate responsibly. Oh,
So it's been a minute. So we're gonna hit the chill zone, the chill line. Phone number 424-291-2290. We also pulled some questions from Discord too. So you want to get into it?
yeah, let's get into it. Let's take some questions, baby.
Hello. Okay, so obviously we all know that you went to college in Kent, Ohio. So I want to know, what is your favorite thing about the Midwest? Or do you have a list of your top 5 favorite Midwestern things? You know what? Just do a Mount Rushmore, because y'all do that all the time. So what's your Mount Rushmore of Midwestern things that you really, really like? I mean, if you have some, and you probably do. I mean, I would hope you do. And that's all. Okay. Bye.
This is clearly from the Midwest.
I guess. Mount Rushmore of Midwestern things.
Mount Rushmore.
Does niceness count?
People are on it.
People? Okay.
People, you're gonna have to. People are Mount Rushmore of Ohio, because people in Ohio are really like genuinely cool people, like nice people. You know, they're sweet people. I've met so many unbelievable people in that region that don't want to. You know, like they're just kind, genuine. So people, I would put Swenson Burger, Galley Boy Burger up there.
Okay.
So we got people, Swenson Burger.
You got football.
Football.
Okay.
Dick Stadium football.
Mm-hmm.
Dick Stadium was our name, DIX. Dicks.
I'm sure no one ever made any jokes about that.
Oh my God, yeah. And then also like the weather was crazy, but it's like the part of it.
The weather, seasons, when it's good, and when it's bad, it's bad.
Yeah, it was always like when there were sunny days, like in the like it just was my first time being in humidity. It's my first time like seeing snow and living in snow and like a lot of snow. We had a 3-foot day once.
That's fun.
Where they canceled all of classes and stuff. Like the cold.
You could say Great Lakes. The Great Lakes.
Well, we get the lake effect snow. We were near Lake Erie.
Cedar Point.
Cedar Point's up there. We used to go that in the summer, and it's blistering hot.
Yeah.
Hot up there. It gets hot. It ain't South Heat because we went and played Louisiana Lafayette one year, and it was fucking raging hot down there. They were the Raging Cajuns.
Yeah.
But that was but I would say the people, Swenson's,
football,
and weather.
All right. Hell yeah. That's a hell of a list.
Rockneys. It's like their chain out there. We used to go Rockneys. And it was the first time I was ever exposed to people putting vinegar on the red vinegar on their fries.
Yeah. Sometimes I like malt. You ever do malt?
Or malt vinegar. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what your favorite team was to play.
My favorite team to play. I think it changed periodically. For a while, you loved playing the Ravens because it was like there was meaning behind those games. Either if it was regular season or if it was postseason. You know what I mean? It always had some kind of
Yeah, you're playing for something.
Yeah. I always loved playing Indy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why? Just because like the...
Yeah, I remember losing to them in that 2009 and when it was Peyton versus Brady. Mm-hmm. And there was like a huge rivalry between Indy Pats before I got there.
Well, they used to be in the same division. Yeah.
And so then, once Peyton left, we still, there was still something there.
Andrew Luck's no slouch.
Andrew Luck, he's always good. I loved playing the Jets. Just because anytime Boston, New York,
there's heat there.
There's heat. You know what I mean? People around town are buzzing more because it's, you know what I mean? The rivalry. It's just, and we had so much, whatever we had with, the Belichick stuff. It was always clear that he never liked playing them. Yeah. He never liked, so.
You feed off of that.
You feed off of that.
Yeah. And then what I thought this question is, so let's just answer it because it's a good one. Who's your favorite team to watch right now that's not the Patriots?
That's not the Patriots?
Yeah. And why is it the Chargers?
I like watching the Chiefs, man.
Yeah, they just do it right.
I like their defense is tight. They play solid defense. I love how Spags calls defense. And there's just, I'm just always intrigued to see how they're trying to win that game. You know what I mean?
How they're adapting. What do they see in the defense or the offense that makes them play differently?
Like, how is Patrick? What's he gonna do to win the game? Are they gonna run it like this last week? Whenever it was the Monday night the Sunday night game against.
Oh, you're talking about the Lions game?
The Lions.
Yeah.
They ran. You started to see Pacheco run the ball the way he used to, and there was like a running play where Hunt lit up one of their safeties, and they were getting good run game. It wasn't like they blew up the box score with the run game, but they were starting to. And then Patrick, and there was a couple plays that he made that were awesome, and I just love watching him play.
So you're not tired of the Chiefs. You're not tired of the Chiefs. You just like to see how they're adapting.
I like watching I like watching good football teams.
Yeah.
Like when you said the Chargers, I try to watch them, but they're so banged up. It
tough
makes
right
me
now
mad
with their line. Yeah.
Makes me mad that why are they hurt, the Chargers? I love watching Justin Herbert. He had probably a top 2 throw, him and Mahomes, on the one where the guy swang around him and he found McConkey, and
then they got
they got the 23 yards and they kicked the field goal. Like, every time I'm always intrigued to see if they're getting the pieces around Justin Herbert, which they don't have right now on the offensive line. They got, but they're battling. They're 4-2. So I like watching them too. I like watching the Bills too, though.
Drops too.
You know,
Yeah.
but I get really mad watching. It's just their defense is a little light. I've been saying it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been saying it. Defense is light. That's problems. Like, I don't know. We'll get into it.
Hey, so I've got a question. When Matt White was at the Dunkin house, did you guys figure out what he took when he left? Thanks. Bye.
Not yet, but the owners will give us a payroll deduct from the down payment or whatever we had to do.
I think he just took a bunch of dunks, but that's okay because we had plenty.
Nah, but there's something. We'll figure it out.
I'm just happy he didn't take the wheel.
My TV was malfunctioning like a week after.
He uploaded some malware.
After he came to the house, and I had my tech people like look at like all the USBs. I'm like, yo, check everything. I know Matt like may have fucked something up. My shit was turning on randomly and stuff.
Huh. All right, here's a Discord question from Gimcognito.
Gimcognito?
It's been years since your Kent State days, returning to the school after a few years ago to graduate with your bachelor's. What is your relationship with the school like now, and do you ever see yourself returning there for events or talks or anything in the future?
I think my relationship's great with Kent. They're struggling right now in football, and right now with like the NIL, it's hard for mid-major schools, mid-major D1s to compete. And so like, it's almost like, what do but I would love to go and do some talks out there or do something for Ken if we could sell it out.
We should do some shows there.
We should.
Fun. Yeah.
We should bring a Games with Names to Ohio.
We'll do it at
the Mac Center. The Mac Center is their
not Dick's Arena.
No, Mac Center is the basketball gym. Holds like 3,200.
Okay. All right. I mean, Kent State did just kick the shit out of UMass.
I saw OAR there at the Mac Center when I was in college.
I saw them at the SPAC, Saratoga Performing Arts Center. Fun fact.
I forgot their songs, but people in Ohio loved them.
Yeah. A couple more here. This one is from Rylu211, another one from Discord. What's a game from any sport or era that you just randomly think about a lot? I guess you could call it your Roman Empire game.
I don't know why I think about this game from Pop Warner. It was like when I was on junior midgets or something, which was like 13. Or no, was it? It was 1997 maybe. There's like a ring around the field for the track. It was a cement ring. And I hit my forearm on it, and I got an infection and blew up my bursa sac when I was like 13 or 11. I always think about that. It was in Santa Clara. I don't know why.
I like that. We should start asking people this. Like, what's their Roman Empire game?
But I think about the Roman Empire a lot.
Cool. You were just at Rome.
I was just in Rome. And
Okay, another one. I think this has been covered before, but mine's the Boise State Oklahoma game for Fiesta Bowl 2005 or 7. I thought 7. Current athlete. This is from Sweet T03. Current athlete you would like to share a cold Coors Light with?
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Okay.
I want to see what he's about.
Okay.
I love his game.
He just balled out. We're
He's
dating
balling.
ourselves crazy.
I've been seeing it from day one.
Yeah. He leads the league in receiving yards right now.
He's smooth. He went to SC, right? Or Ohio State?
Ohio State. Yeah.
He went to Ohio State.
That Seahawks team.
And he's got like, I heard there's something about his name. I just heard. But I'd like to see what he was about.
Okay. I like that. And you know what? Let's do one more. From Rachel C. I know you love plants. So what are your favorite plants and or flowers?
Ooh, plants. I love Japanese maples.
You got a nice one.
I have a couple. I have a dwarfed umbrella Japanese maple, and I have a traditional Japanese maple.
It's Little Tree, please.
Huh?
It's Little Tree. They're called Little Trees.
Oh. I love my what are they? My Star Jasmines. I love those for like 2 weeks.
Jasmine's fucking rule.
But they die after 2 weeks, and then they're not. But they have great smell for like spring. I love redwood trees. It's because it's just
Do you like the coastal redwood or the sequoia?
I like the sequoia.
Okay.
The big ones.
The voluminous ones, not the.
I like all of them really, but it's more of like symbolism for me. And I'm from there. I grew up being around them, and I always appreciated them when I was a kid. Like I was always fascinated with the bark.
How spongy it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always remember we always had like the outdoor eds and shit where you go for a week, and like we had a couple, like there was redwood trees everywhere where I grew up. Not like the big ones, but I grew up in Redwood City. So
those are the taller ones.
They're the taller ones.
Yeah.
The sequoias are the big ones.
They're the biggest trees on the earth by volume.
You see that one
and
picture?
The
one
redwoods are the tallest. Yeah, where they keep it secret.
Huh?
There's one that they keep secret. It's the tallest tree on earth.
Yeah, they don't know where it is.
People know where it is, but they won't tell the rest of the world. There's like
it's somewhere in the Bay Area.
It's north. I think it's around like Redwood National Park, north of the Bay. It's called something.
That starts in like Central California.
Tallest tree on earth.
I like that shit.
It's got a name. Oh, it's called Hyperion. It's in the coast. It's a coastal redwood in California, which is the world's tallest known tree, measured at 380 feet in 2019. Location undisclosed.
They don't want people going to it.
They don't want people going to it, but it's in the Redwood National Park.
You could just go on like Google Maps and probably find it.
Or just like get like a helicopter.
And you could literally go on like
it's the one way taller.
You could go look at. You could go look at our like on Google's map. You could see like our air defense systems in like Area 54.
Area 54 is that the
or 51 or whatever?
That's the even more secret one.
But we can't find this damn tree. Get out of here, dude! I'll fucking find this tree in 2 seconds. 2 seconds. ChatGPT, what a tree.
Where's that tall fucking tree?
What that tall tree?
Cool. There you go.
Well, that was the Chill Zone. Thanks to our favorite beer, Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/GWN and celebrate responsibly. When they're blue, you know you're cool.
This is the real quick. That's the picture of it.
Yeah, there it is.
That's sick. You can't find that.
Dude, you can see that from my parents' house.
You can see it from your parents' balcony.
God, what a game. Thanks again to Sebastian Maniscalco.
Nailed it.
I know, but I said it. I felt like
You just needed confidence. You had it right, but you'd like...
Maniscalco.
All right, wrap this up. I got to call in 2 minutes.
Thanks again to Sebastian Maniscalco. That's been another episode of Games with Names. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. He had that down. He did the exact bit. Comment a game you want us to do, and remember,
rate and review.
What happened to your spooky one?
Because this is like a Thanksgiving one.
And leave us a 5-star review on Spotify while you're there. Remember to follow Games with Names on YouTube, Instagram, X, TikTok, Snapchat, and now Discord. Leave a comment on the YouTube full episodes. We'll read the best ones in the future episodes. And leave a message on the old hotline. That number is 424-291-2290. We'll see you guys next week. Games with Names production at iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts.